Hi everyone, we are here in Town Empire. Hi Akshay! I didn't know if I should tell you. This is a different game that we also run and have free limited UGCs, and we're in the final hours for the free limited UGC. Let me just go show you all, if you're new to Town Empire, you want to make sure that when you join the game, you choose where it says join event. And if you accidentally go to the playtest, which is just you learning how to play, you can click on the join event button in there as well. But these are the items, and in fact, I can try this on and you can see what it looks like. It is this hammer with the candy cane on it. I already have earned in another week the Christmas tree. And then the top 20 players will get the dual candy canes, which is what I'm actually going for tonight. I'm trying to get this dual candy cane, and I'm very close, but not close enough. I've got dear friends on this list, Cropax, and Gamer Mom has been trying, but she's had some trouble. I don't know. It's been a rough week for her as far as getting on this list. Usually she's up here pretty high. But there's also Hoops the Bee. And as you can see, I am down here at number 23, but it is just a difference of like 1 million, 2 million to get me into the top 20. So I'm waiting to get, and I've got it. Yes, I have got the cakes finally. So you can see where I'm at now, guys. I'm at 108 million total sales, okay? Million total sales, and I am going to make sure to wait until the train goes by. It just did. I see it down there. That's an important key because I need enough time to get all of my things over there quick enough. So I'm going to sell my 10 cakes, okay, and that is $2.8 million in sales. But if I use the golden ticket, which is tokens that you earn by playing in the game, then I'm actually increasing that to over 4 million, okay? And then I also have some gold ore that I'm doing, and so I'm selling that as well. I'm going to show you guys how it all works here just in a minute. And then that way you can understand the game a bit better, okay? So let's see. What I've done, I've got this selling here in 36 seconds. It's going to update, but probably the train won't have arrived by then. So the way this game works is the train has to arrive and pick up these items. I have my fancy cakes here, and I have my gold ore, and I've turned on my golden ticket. Oh, here comes the train. And so you'll see it's just a regular train, but then all of a sudden you'll see a golden train car that it gets added because I have the golden ticket. So now I have sold those items and I can sell some more. Let me just do that quickly because I've got to stay on this leaderboard. Okay, I don't actually need this lumber. I'm going to sell some of my candy bars that I'm not needing. That's going to help out, and I will get rid of, let's do the eggs. So that was, all right, great. So I'm finding gold, guys, and this is great. Let me show you my gold area here. This is the gold. This is the powered panning site, and these little miners will actually go and mine this gold, okay? But it's possible that I'm going to get copper, which is not worth that much. And it's possible that I'm going to get silver, which is okay. Silver's all right, but yeah, it's quite the game. It's quite the game. It's all about building strategy. And you just have to be on the leaderboard as a top 100 player to get this hammer. See, the top 100 players, and you can build whatever you like. But this week, the price spike is the chocolate shop fancy cake. So what that means is that you're actually getting more for your money with those particular items. So So anyway, it's a lot of fun. It's Town Empire Tycoon or just Town Empire. I highly recommend it. And I just thought I'm going to come in here and show these final hours. Oh, I better turn this off so that I'm not disturbing anybody. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. And I just am on here selling my items, trying to keep up with staying as a top 20 player. I've bumped up now, it looks like, to 21. Okay? But look at that. I'm just a couple 100,000 away from 20. So very close, guys, very close. I'm going to try to get up there, and all I'm doing is selling these items, okay? It's a nice game where, you know, you can just have it running in the background, and there you go. So I'm close, 127,000. That's not going to be quite enough, but I'll just keep selling. Let me show you my world. I have over here all my cattle. These are my dairy cattle, and they just go over here and bunch away, and then they produce milk. Now, what they need in order to produce is feed, which is what they're going to get right now. They need water, and so I've put them around water sources. They need 3, so I've got the water around them. And they need wood. And so the rancher, there she goes. She delivers the wood, and she also delivers the milk when it's done. This rancher lady is a lazy, not good for nothing, I guess. She's just sitting there now. Mustn't be anything for her to do right now. Okay, then here are my windmills. The windmills are what's milling, of course, the sugar, the flour, and when they're actually doing something, you'll see the windmill moving. Okay, so it's producing sugar right now, and the miller is hard at work in there, or the Dev would say hardly working. The miller has been a nightmare for the Dev. Now here is my row of bakeries and cakeries. There's the cake guy now, and you can see he's just moving right along, and they're just making and baking. And here's the chocolate shop. Here is the cakery, and here is the bakery. So I'm producing all of these items so that I can then sell them over across. All right, that's how the game works. And you can build anything you like, really. I'll show you that in a minute. The reason to do the ore is because there's a bit of luck involved, and you can get yourself some really great money when you get the gold. Okay? It's just a matter of getting the gold. And I need to kind of clear out my storage. It'll come to a point where when I get 10 gold, I can, here we go. Wow, that went up quickly. When I get 10 gold, then I will sell that, and I can get rid of the other. So just a fun little game that we've got going on, and it's been doing quite well. People really love it, and you can just come in and sell your items, no problem. Now I guess I should turn on the music. It has a nice sound to it. And I'll just stand here, and you can hear the train go. And I will actually put camera mode on, and so you can just watch these little worker bees work. This is a windsock. It's telling us that it's windy enough that the wind pumps can work over here. Here's the refinery guys. They're going into the refinery, and they are producing, of course, the diesel in order to get the train to work, because you need to have diesel fuel in order for that train to go. It's kind of like your ticket on the train ride. Okay? These guys carrying the items on their head. I mean, we could have had an animation where they're holding it, but we really needed you to be able to see it better. So it's just on top of their head, and then that way you can see that, wow, they are actually taking those items into the warehouse. Okay? And so they're working hard. Over here, there's the worker. He is getting the energy from the windmills. Here it's a builder, and there's the worker. The worker lives in this house. The builder lives in this house. Let's go down here and let's look at... Oh, there's the farmer guy. Let's watch some of these bakers do their work. Oh, he carried a cake. No, that's not cake. That's the cocoa. Yeah, that's the cocoa. So he is working on making probably a chocolate bar. There he is again, carrying another cocoa. So these guys are all. If anybody has the exclamation point over their head, it's just saying that they're not sure where they need to go next. So they take a moment, they stop, and then they come back and see where to go. It's a fun game. It's fun to watch them. All of the NPCs going about their business, taking things where they go. The coding in this is phenomenal. Okay, it really is. Now, when you play this game, you have your standard builds. But what we've done is we've had skins so that you can change the build. So that is actually the farmer's house in the Wild West collection. So that Wild West collection will build up. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, the Wild West collection then will develop, and you can have a whole Wild West town. Here's the Panners and where they live, and the power. They're not doing anything. What? That tells me that, yep, my storage is full. So I need to sell. So let's do that. Let's sell. And we can't. We're going to have to just go ahead and get rid of some of our gold and silver because we're just too full. We could sell some of our copper, but, well, I guess I've got enough. I've got plenty of diesel here, so I'll just sell a little bit, and that'll get these guys to come back out and start working again. See, they immediately come out and collect. So one problem with people that are wanting to play AFK, hi there, Hoops, how's it going? One problem with playing AFK is just you have to constantly be making sure that you're, one, producing diesel so that you can, two, sell your items. Because if either of those things are stopped happening, your town kind of shuts down, and then you could come back and, well, depending, I mean, I've got $92 million. I'm not going to go broke anytime soon. But you could come back and be broke because you didn't actually get enough, you sold everything. You didn't sell anything. Sorry, you didn't sell anything, and your workers stopped working for you, and yet you still got to pay them. So that's the problem. All right, now I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to empty them out because we're just having a lot of room for stuff that we don't really need. I didn't get that one done in time. It's already got 2 gold, so I think that I will just wait. At least I've got 2 others empty. Now, the real items I want to sell are the fancy cakes. So I kind of got to watch and see how that's going all the time. Looks pretty good. Fancy cake 1. So what I do in order to see how things are running is I make sure to kind of work backwards. So I'm going to find where the cake is right now. All right, so what it's waiting on is 1 cake. So I know that that's obviously with the cakery. So I'm going to go to the cakery now, and I'm going to look and see. So here's the cakery. It's making a cake. Perfect. So that's running fine. And this cake is waiting on a batter. So now I'm going to go to the batter, which would be the bakery, I think. Oh, no. It's still the cakery. So I'm looking now at the batter, and I'm seeing they don't have any butter. Well, okay. Let's look and see. Actually, I just saw butter here. No, it's gone already. So they're low on butter. They're low on flour. Butter takes time to make, but flour, no. So what's the problem? Well, that tells me, guys, that somehow I'm not producing enough flour. So let's see. Am I out of flour? Am I out of wheat? No. I've got 20 wheat. So what this means is I've got a bunch of lazy millers over here that are not working. Okay? But actually, what are they needing, guys? They're needing wood. So, shock of the day, I need to go and make sure that my wood production is working. Do I have any wood here? No, I don't. I have no wood for sale. So, I have no extra wood. That says, oh wait, there's 2. So, it's moving along. It's moving along all right. Things seem to be moving. And that's exactly how you do it. There's the cake. If something is not producing fast enough, that is how you do it. You look back and see. So I have a cake waiting. It's going to take that cake and it's going to go make me another fancy cake. Working backwards will let you know what's the problem, what's the holdup. And if you're constantly selling, you get to a point where you're on the board. Now, I like to have some surplus. Okay, that means extra. If I don't have the extra, then what can happen is somebody is needing something and it jams the whole supply up. So I just try to keep 10 items on hand. See, there's Hoops the Bee, and he was on here a little while ago and said hello. Hoops the Bee is number 14. Now, he's doing this fancy cakes as well, and he's doing a much better job than I am. But it's not a large difference. I can get there. I'm only 10 million away from him. All right? That's just, 30 cakes? The problem is, Hoops the Bee is making them while I'm making them. So I got to work hard to catch up to Hoops the Bee. But if you're not caring about the top 20, you just want to get in the game. Well, look. All you've got to do is produce 1.2 million of something. And I'm telling you now, you can do it in an hour or less. Okay? How? All you have to do is go into the game, go into the event, and start making sugar. Okay? You can be that basic. You just put down some sugar cane next to water, mind you. It needs to be next to the water because sugar cane takes water. And then you build yourself a bunch of windmills. Well, I take that back. You build yourself a bunch of farmers. And as I showed you before, the farmer is going to look like this. Farmer house right here. It's shaded out because I'm not on a road. Okay, it normally looks like that, but I own the skin. So I get to have this really cool farmer house that looks a lot better, okay? Oh my goodness, the gold is just raining down. So let's sell it. Sell. It is my lucky day. Wait. Yeah, let's clear that out. Now let's go visit our neighbor here and see what this guy's up to. A little bit of a different strategy. Okay, the reason why is because, first of all, he has gone with the diesel plant. The diesel plant requires a significant amount of these guys, these crude oils, okay? And so he's got to have all these oil pumps, and I decided I didn't want to do that. I want to do refinery. Doesn't take up as much space. Okay, so the diesel guy is waiting here, and that reminded me of something. Anyway, sorry, side moment. Okay, so there's the diesel guy, and then we also have over here, he's doing the gold mining. Okay, and things are moving along there. I'd like to see how much fuel has he got. He's got 40 diesel, so he's doing fine. Now, he had the mines, he had to make the mines because he wanted to get powered, but I'm surprised he's kept it going, I guess. Very interesting. He's got his tree farm back here, which is another way to do it. I did not make trees. I just let the trees that are already there count. But he's got his trees and he's got salt. Well, isn't that interesting? So that guy's not moving. This is all filled up. He does not have the double storage pass, so then he's having a little bit of trouble here with getting, he doesn't have the same storage that I have. It really helps to have that double storage pass because you can do twice as much, obviously. So I'm not sure what he was exactly doing. At some point, he probably thought he was going to farm. But he's decided he didn't want to. And so he's just standing here, and my guess is, he's AFK. I didn't even realize this is Dan X. Well, isn't that interesting? So this is one of the top players. So all he's done is he's just going with the gold. So, yeah, the gold strategy is a nice one, but there's a lot of headaches involved with it. You have to constantly be dealing with the problem of copper getting in your way. But see, he's number 7 on the list, okay? So he's right here with his brother. I happen to know these guys, but he's obviously changed his display name, so I didn't realize that. But anyway, so there you go. Geez, Xanax doesn't have a lot going on. Yeah, I know, right? And yet he is a top player. I can go back over there, Hoops, and show you. He's just, I think, doing gold. He's... So, that's something to consider. Just 24/7. That's right. That's right. He's just playing non-stop. He has just got the computer going, and I know this personally because I've chatted with him about it. They just get on here non-stop grinding because they just love the UGCs and they love the game. So you can do that, but you got to be on all the time. If you do something like I've done with these cakes, excuse me, it's late for me. Then you're not having to do the, you don't have to be on 24/7. But I will say these last couple days, it's been pretty close. It's a very tight situation. Okay, I've only got 3 cakes and all this talking, so that tells me this is going a little bit slower than I would like. Okay, well, I don't really need that right now. Thank you. So I need to go ahead and check that out. Also, let's see where we're at. I am now number 20, so I have knocked out some couple of folks here, okay? So I'm here now as number 20. That's great. But I don't want to stay there because I've got to get up higher than that. It's too risky. I'm going to be bumped out. And as you can see above here, we only have 17 hours left of this tournament. And then it begins again. We take just an hour or less. We reset everything. We reset the tournament. We'll be bringing in a whole new feature this next tournament. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But it should be fun. Okay, let me... No, I can't sell anything anyway. They haven't sold yet. So let me check it out here. How are we going? This cake is waiting for a cake. Alright, where's the cake? The cake is there. It's waiting on a batter. How's the batter going? Batter is okay. Needs flour. 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 Yeesh. Flour. Okay, so I need more flour. But I shouldn't. I think that what I actually need, because look at that, 38. What I actually need may be either more windmills. I mean, I hadn't thought about that. I could put in some more. Do it right here. I'll just put in another windmill. But I think I'll also have to put in another forest manager, because I don't seem to be having the wood. We'll put him right here. Well, let me see something. I think I've got more trees over there than I do over here. I don't know. Just look at that. These forest guys are going just as soon as they can. So, not really room over there. I don't want to tear down any more trees. I'm just going to have to put the forest manager here. They're very fast, so it's fine. And I probably should get rid of any slow lumberjacks I have and just put in forest managers. Here come the builders. They're carrying the lumber. Oh, yeah. There goes the rancher. They're all working pretty well. We're just waiting on some more items for the windmill and the forest manager. Anyway, I will turn off my sound. I mean, my talking, my mic. And if you have questions, you can write it. Otherwise, I'm just going to be playing in here and you can watch. Feel free to ask any questions you need. I'm right here. Akshay, yeah, I hope that it's going well. You let me know if you need help again as far as knowing what bees to get. That can be a trick. I'm totally here playing. I just figure, well, I don't know what more to say about it except for that you just want to build. Now, I will be on tomorrow and I will reset up my whole entire town, and then you can really learn how to play it more. This is a working game already. I mean, a working town. So there's not a whole lot of learning. There's just a whole lot of seeing, like, what a good town looks like. Now, here's another guy down here. We can go and check him out. He seems to actually be here. So he's making a whole bunch of whoa, 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 whoa. These are useless. Hello. Let's see if we're in the same area and he can see me. Because I gotta help him out. Do you see my typing? When I'm stuck, I watch your old live and that really helped me. Oh, good, I'm so glad. I'm so glad it was helpful. That's really great. This guy has over 1 million. He probably knows. I bet what he's going to tell me is he's going to say, I didn't want them to produce for me. And so I know that. Yeah, they're eating my wood. Yeah, You can also just stop production. But sure. Good idea. Well, see, he's found a way to stop production. We added that feature. So you click on the windmill and you just click stop production. This guy has just rotated out his windmills because he says they're eating up all of his wood. So isn't that interesting? What a fun, that's what I have really loved about this game, is seeing how different people are in the way that they approach strategy and building. It's crazy. So Hoops is still 14, but he's got somebody 20,000 less than he is. So he's going to run into a problem, I'm afraid. I am 1 million away. Well, not really. Well, yeah, just under 1 million away from getting to 19. So I want to do that. Okay, just a second. I'm going to mute you. Got to blow my nose. Just a minute. Okay, great. Thank you. We had so much wind today. Everybody is going crazy with their allergies or asthma or otherwise. We don't always have it so badly, but very windy day. So people are really, really bothered. Another hot tip is I like to stand close to the train because the sound will be right in my ear and it'll be, oh yeah, there's the train. I need to go ahead and sell something. Right? So that was the whole idea. It didn't quite work how we intended it, but whatever. It's fine. We really wanted it so you hear the sound and then you have some time to sell your items. But somehow it kind of is, the train is here and you can't do anything about it. It didn't quite work out, but that's okay. You can see I've got 5 cakes, so we're moving right along. I sold 10 cakes at the beginning of this live stream, and we're 35 minutes in, and I've made 5 more cakes. So that can give you an idea of how quickly we can make cakes if you're on top of it. You got to be on top of it, though, and that really means watching to see what is selling properly, what is working, and go backwards to the beginning. I know that these cakes take flour and sugar, but I'm not going to start there. I'm going to start at the end and see where is the kink in the line, is the saying. So let's check that out. Let's see how we're going. Okay, all we need is the cake, which is what we presume. So that's running smoothly. Let's look and see. This one's almost done, so that's moving. Batter is close to being done. This one needs batter, so we're waiting for batter. Now there's, what we're seeing there is, well, that one must have just got done, is we're needing flour, mainly, some butter, but mainly flour. And here's the butter. The butter takes milk, it takes salt, and it takes sugar. So we're low on milk. Now that just started. That's why. Milk, sugar. It's all great. It's moving along perfectly. So, hey, I'm pleased. And that's how you know. You just work backwards to the beginning. Okay? Now I'll go back here. I will sell my my ore while I'm waiting for the cakes to be made. And in fact, I can even sell a set of these chocolate bars, which is at 68,000. So that's some good money. Oh, I wish this would work better. It's really been bothering. But that's because it's also very stressful. Okay, here's the train. And in order to stay on top of this, I want to make sure that I'm selling something again immediately. So let's go down the line. We could sell 10 of the salt, and we'll still have 6 left, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know that I want to sell that sugar, but I might need to get rid of some of this stuff, so I will sell 10 wheat. And if I found another gold, that would be perfect. Bingo. Because what I'll do is, I only have 9, I sell it, and there you go. Now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to get rid of any copper before they put the gold in. Yep, I'm going to get rid of some silver there, but that's okay. I have to kind of keep clearing out that ore storage so that it's got room for the silver and gold, right? Everything's moving along. I've got 6 now, 6 cakes. So we should be making another 10 in an hour. So making 10 cakes per hour at over 4 million a pop, that's pretty good. I think I can do this, guys. And I know you guys can do it. And you don't need to make the fancy cake. If you just come on here and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to play this game, come into Town Empire. Come and play. You can definitely get that hammered UGC. There is no reason why you can't. Okay, great. There he goes. So we're going to put in something new now. We may not really have much to sell. Now, I have 69 diesel, so I'm doing fine. But if you have just 20, you do not really want to waste your diesel on something that's only giving you $1,000. It's just not even worth it, okay? But if you're trying to keep things moving along and selling and you're trying to make some money, you just want to see, what is going to give you the most value. You only have 2 slots. If you buy the 3rd slot, then you can do 3. I purchased the 3rd trading slot, so that's why I'm able to do 3 items. I also have premium, which gives me an extra 10%. I'm telling you now, that is a big difference. It helps a lot. So, looking pretty good so far. It's hard to believe we are down to the last 17 hours of this tournament. There's Gamer Mom. I've got some great for there's Leo. There's my friend Josh. Got some great people on this list. Well, that's cute. Roxy loves Phil so much. They've made is their name that? That's pretty cute. I'm surprised they got away with that. And there's Poseidon. Okay, so now that's interesting. Poseidon's barely hanging on, and he's usually one of the first to start. It might be possible that he was in a situation where he, couldn't get back on to Roblox, so he just produced as much as he could in those first couple of days. Everybody starts back at 0 again, guys. Everybody starts back at 0. Certainly, I did not start out with all these buildings. These cakeries and bakeries, particularly the cakery, is incredibly expensive. So I have 92 million now, but I only started out with 50,000, and you guys will do that as well. But I'm telling you now, you do something like the panning, um, and you just choose average panning site. You do not need powered. I just upgraded because I figured, why not? I've got all this millions of dollars, and a powered panning site supposedly has less copper. Although, I don't know. I still seem to have to deal with a lot of copper. Drives me crazy. Well, that's a good sign there. I actually have some. Oh, I don't know where to. There we go. I have some wood in my storage. So I don't have a wood short. Everything seems to be running along smoothly. But I'm telling you now, that doesn't always happen that way. In fact, it rarely does. So a successful builder is constantly aware of what's not balanced and constantly checking to make sure that the game is a balanced one. That the town, I guess, would be the Rather the way to say it. Okay, look, I've already got 7. 3 more. So basically, can we do this? We're making one every 10 minutes there, aren't we? Is that how that would work? No. No, that's not right. We're making them under 5 minutes, I guess. I'm sitting here trying to do the math. Oh my gosh. When I watch this back and realize how bad my math is, I'll be like, yeah, well, it is very late at night for me, so hey. I just thought that I probably should come on here and show you this other game that we have. I've been doing Beehive Kingdoms, and I love that game. It's amazing. But I also want you guys to know about our other game, especially since my channel shows UGCs. This is definitely a game to be playing if you're after UGCs. Now my strategy for a little while is going to be not to sell the gold because I'm going to use a golden ticket for these 10 cakes. And I want to fill them with the most expensive items, and that's going to be gold. So I'll need 20 gold and 10 cakes. So I will only be selling silver from now on. I will not be selling gold. We're already at 15, so that's good. We're getting there. It's just slow. And I've hit 20 gold. Perfect. And there you go. It's making a fancy cake. Nearly done. So just 2 more now to be made. Woohoo! I think it's going to be just a little bit over an hour. We'll sell those fancy cakes and see where we are on the leaderboard. What is that sound? Is it an NPC? It's actually Hoops the Bee. He made that little sound. He's just sounding like an old gold miner, though. He changed his voice, much like when I read the bears in BHK. And so every time that these crazy gold panners find gold, that comes on to let you know, because the gold is worth quite a bit. So that's why a lot of people just pan for gold. But again, it's a pain because you have to constantly be watching your storage situation because they get a lot of copper, and you don't really want copper. It's not that great. And if you sell your copper, you'll tend to run out of diesel. So it's just strategy how you're going to do it. Now, when we get to 30 gold, I can go ahead and sell that gold, and that'll be fine. Because I'm not going to have 30. I'm going to have 10 cakes, one set of 10 gold, one set of 10 gold. I can sell 30. Well, I mean, I can sell 10, so that's great. Oh, 2 months ago, you tried to play the game, but you don't understand how to play. Okay, yeah, it is a bit complicated. It really is. And thank you for trying. I'm glad that at least you found the B game and you really like that. It's only we tried to make it a little bit easier because I know what is complicated is the diesel part of it. So we added that feature of just making the diesel plant. You don't have to worry so much about how to make diesel. But it's a strategy game, so it is a bit difficult. It's not just for building. It's you have to make more money than you spend. For example, this red number up here, 6,855. That's how much I'm spending to have all of these NPCs in my game, in my town. Is that they cost a wage. And every time this circle goes all the way around, I have to have $6,855. By the way, did you do dinner? Yeah. Yeah. It's very late here. It's my bedtime. So it's past dinner now. But anyway, so yeah. You have to, and then every time this little circle goes around, you get these little tokens. They're like Bobucks. Because they give you ways to skip things, sell things for, more money, that sort of stuff. And the train comes every 3 minutes. So you want to make sure to have enough diesel so that when the train comes, you can put stuff on it. And right now I have 64 diesel. So I'm okay. We're held up with the batter. Okay, there's the batter going. This batter needs a butter. All right, there's a batter going. So good. We're getting somewhere. This needs one more batter to have a cake. Then, once that cake is made, then it'll go over to the fancy cake. There we go. So the cake is being produced. And now the fancy cake is being made. Yippee! There he puts it in. Yippee! And now he's getting a chocolate bar. He's red because I have him highlighted. So we will watch him work. He's going to just keep moving and make... actually, wait. Do I have... No, I just have one fancy cake shop going. Because the other two are making the chocolate bars. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, chocolate bar, chocolate bar, chocolate bar. Ooh, I actually just need one more batter, and then that cake is going to be made. So here we go, guys. It's going to be soon for sure. So, let's see, we just need 2 butter there, or 1 butter here. We're just on the butter hold right now. But at least it's just 1 batter that we need. So come on. Yay, the batter's done. Yippee! So they'll put it in the storage. And then immediately this guy's going to come out, I think, to get it. Or not. No. Ay, ay, ay. Why didn't the guy go get it? Because he put it here. So I should actually turn this off. Because otherwise I'm in a situation, I didn't even think about that, where it's going to go to the random. But if I put stop production, I'm going to lose that batter. So I guess I'll just wait it out. But that is lesson learned. Ooh, look at all that wood. 16 wood, that's great. Got plenty of wood available. That's fantastic. And even now we've got lots of flour, whereas earlier we didn't have enough. What's going on with the butter? Milk, on hold with the milk. So what is the problem? We've got plenty of wood. I'm just thinking that this lady isn't actually doing anything. Let's see if she goes. All right, they're all going. They're all working. A cake was made! Yay! So now that'll get put in, and then the fancy cake's gonna be made. Yippee! And then we're gonna get $4 million. Woo! And we'll see where that puts me. All right. There he goes. And he put it in. Yay! Okay, great. I just heard the horn. Yep, it's down there, so I've got plenty of time. Sell my fancy cakes. Buy a golden ticket. Everything I put on here will be even more. So that is 4,392,000 that I'm going to get added on the list. So right now I'm number 20. Well, that's good. I'm going to jump up, guys. I'm going to jump up. I'm so excited. Yay! Yippee! Took me just a little over an hour to make 10 fancy cakes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Train hasn't come yet, so we haven't seen that leaderboard change. It will soon, though. There's the train now. Watch, it's going to change to the yellow. Yep, there we go. And in 45 seconds, we're going to know if I have bumped up on the leaderboard and I'm no longer number 20, but I'll be even higher. That will be great. Anyway, well, I sure do thank you for being with me. Uh, thanks for watching so much. Akshay, if you're still there, thank you for watching. And hopefully, maybe I can help you understand the game a bit more. I'm going to try to live stream more. I will do this game again tomorrow when the tournament ends and we need to start over again. So I'm now at a 120 sales. I am now number 17, right under Hoops the Bee. So there you go. Yippee! Pretty cool. If I just did another 10, I could be above him, but that's all right. I'm not interested. I just want to stay on this top 20 so I can get those amazing candy cane, the candy cane back accessory. It's going to look great on my outfit. And then I'm also going to be a top 100 winner so I can get this amazing hammer UGC. Anyway, well, thanks so much for watching, guys. You have a really great night, and we will see you again tomorrow. You take care. Bye-bye.